What's up? What's up? Thanks for coming back through. Okay, so this one is kind of a funny one because this brand just cannot hit their mark. They've got some offerings that kind of work. There's one in particular that I didn't mind, but I just haven't had good luck with this brand. But I was curious and it was on sale. And of course, anything in fresh white just gets me. So today, let's talk about the Under Armour SLIPSPEED Mega Ripstop. Like, could they make the name a little shorter maybe? This shoe is intriguing. It has a few features that I really like. And then it has a lot to be desired. So we're going to talk about it like we always do. Upper midsole, outsole. In this case, midsole, outsole are the same material. We'll talk about the lacing system, which is so choice and it's almost wasted on a shoe like this. And then we'll talk about some of the material choices and the fact that it's an absolute brick, but it's comfy. But then it gave me plantar fascia problems. I couldn't see people doing. Let's just get into it. The upper is a ripstop material, like a really legit ripstop. Heavy duty. It's got this weird sort of speckled patterned overlay over the top, this rubberized overlay. There's just no need for it, so I don't understand why they put it on there. It's pretty bad. Like, it doesn't add to the shoe. Maybe they thought it needed some structure. Like, it's heavy duty, not just fused overlay. It's a heavy duty material on top of an already heavy duty material in the ripstop. The ripstop is super thick. Now, it's got a sort of booty construction. So you've got an inner layer there. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There you go. So you've got like an inner booty layer there on top of the ripstop. I mean, damn. This is supposed to be a slide, but it's rough. It's heavy duty. If this had a slightly knobbier tread, I could see this being a winterized boot. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how thick it is. Again, booty construction, so the tongue isn't really a tongue. It's just that complete sock on the inside of the ripstop. Makes for a double layered up material. It's hella hot. Like, the shoe does not breathe. And it's tough to get into. You gotta stretch it a little bit. I had to. And there's a really unfortunate seam right across the top of the foot. That gave me a little bit of problems. Once I stretched them out though, it felt a little bit better. Literally, I just pulled and yanked on it to get that thick, heavy neoprene to kind of cooperate. And then it's got another sort of structurized neoprene type of material for that back. Now, it's got a really good lock in. That little tab right there grabs your Achilles, grabs your heel bone, and keeps you locked in. The feature of this shoe is the slip. Yeah. You're not ever gonna catch me wearing it like a sandal. Now, I did ask one of the reps at Shields. Shouts out to Shields. What's up, Tom? And the crew. He told me his son loves them, throws them on, and always uses this as a flip down. So in a Crocs heavy culture, I could see how people would use it. And once we get to the outsole, the grip is kind of crazy that it works. You know, those react. That's what flow foam feels like. But those react foams, flow foams, other foams that go direct to the floor, to the concrete, to the surface with no rubber outsole, they don't always work. I'll give Flow some credit. It's grippy. I don't get it. I don't understand how it's grippy, but it's grippy. But the use case for this shoe, I would be really confused as to see, other than casual, how someone would rock this. I struggle to see it. It was super comfy. This big chunk of flow foam, you're sitting way up on top of it. You're not sinking down into it too much. I mean, you're about right here when you sink down in. It's nice. It takes some breaking in, again, almost like React. Not as soft, fresh out of the box as React. And I found that flow foam often works better when it has a combo. Like the UA Velocity has a flow foam outsole, but then it has a PIBA midsole. So it's a combo with a carrier. That makes it really smooth because flow does deaden the impact. This is all flow. It's stout. It takes a lot of break-in time. And my left plantar fascia is screaming right now. And I was exclusively in this shoe for the last 2 days. I wanted to like it. I wanted to give it a fair shake. It was a great price. I got it at 99 bucks at Shields. It worked. It was really good for a day and a half. And then yesterday, my foot started screaming. Now, let's get into probably the coolest feature, which, again, I say it's wasted on this shoe because there's so much wrapped around that tying it tightly isn't something that you're going to do in this use case anyway, because it's a slipper. They meant for it to be a clog that you can do sports in. Now, the thinner version I would never do anyway. This thick version is what got me. I saw that chunk of foam, I'm like, I want to try that. But yeah, the slip version is what they're selling, the ability for you to perform in it and then chill in it. There's just not a lot of call for that. I think they got confused with the Crocs culture and trying to make that happen. But the BOA system, the BOA lacing system is fresh. I love how that works. It's kind of wasted on this shoe. I could see it again. They don't want laces flopping around because they wanted it to be a slipper that you could perform in. So, raise up the heel, lock down the laces, and let's get to business. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. It's not going to do that. I could see you performing in it. It's just not that comfortable. Here's the other reason. With all of that overlay, with the thick neoprene booty construction, with the thick ripstop, with the thick outer fusing, I couldn't wear a sock with this. Like me personally, I had to go barefoot in it. It would be tough. It would be a tough thing to think about how to get the sock in there with a good fit, get the BOA straight, and get to running, I could lift in it. That's how stout this shoe is. I could lift in it. That's about it. Couldn't run in it. Could barely walk in it. I usually love to give positive reviews because I buy the things I like. I buy the things I'm curious about. And most times they work out because I have a good eye for something I know might work for me. I still can't get Under Armour right. Or they can't get it right for most consumers. I couldn't make it work. I wanted to make it work. I couldn't make it work. Good looking shoe. Might work for you. I could see it being that all day walk around Disney. Walk around a zoo, take on vacation as your only shoe because they look great, especially in this all triple white version. I was gonna try this on and let y'all see it. I'm not putting this clog on, man. I'm not wearing it as a clog. That's foolishness. That's foolishness. Even as a clog, even when it lays down, that's not comfortable. You're just stepping on the back of your shoe. You're doing what every parent in the world tells you not to do to your shoes. every coach in the world, don't crush the back heel counter. As you're sitting on it, it's not a smooth transition for your foot. So it's just not. Under Armour, you tried it. You tried it. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming back through this. It was just a curiosity find for me. Didn't quite work. Wish it did, because I do like the look of the shoe. But that is the Under Armour SLIPSPEED Ripstop Mega. Peace.